Who is going to stop talking about each other first? For 40, 50 years, black women had a head start. Talk all the mess that they wanted to about black men. Black men are deadbeats. Black men don't make enough money. They in jail. Black men didn't say anything.
He ain't lying.
Black women continue to do this to the point that I notice it, and I'm 43 years old. They never stopped.
No, they didn't.
Now, all of a sudden, when are you guys going to stop bashing black women? When are y'all going to stop? So now you expect us to believe that you're going to stop just on your own recognizance? I don't think that's going to happen.
So I've been made aware that the last couple of weeks that the males have hated my video that I was talking about my breakup, and I was saying I broke up with my boyfriend, but he was a good guy, treated me well, but he was not my husband, so we broke up. They had a problem with that because basically what they're saying is good enough should be good enough. But let me tell you one thing, good enough was never good enough for me. I live my life on 10 with everything that I do. I'm not going to look at something that's good and think that it's husband, because here's what it is. Good enough is right here. This is a good boyfriend. This is a husband.
My goodness.
Wow. Y'all, when you see a woman like that, talking like that, there's only one thing for you to do. Run.
Meep, meep.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Love from Love, Life, and the Game. Y'all know what it is. And today we're going to deal with some more of the passport bros. And I should say more likely, this video is going to be about, American women here in the West who are just upset at what the passport bros are doing. They're upset that this movement is growing. And we're going to deal with the number one Achilles heel for what these women have, and that's the lack of accountability. Let's take a look at this. I found this clip. We're going to start with Anna Caspian from the Young Turks. She's given her 2 cents about a guy who you see on the screen. This guy is living the life. He's having fun in Thailand. And the Young Turks, Anna Caspian, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She has an issue with this. So let's get it.
I don't even know you. And Thailand does look fun. But that gentleman is part of a subculture in America. They're referred to as the passport bros. Who are the passport bros? Well, they're individuals who aren't really satisfied with their options here in the United States. And so they are traveling the world in search of a partner, of a wife, of someone to share their lives with.
Look at how condescending she is right now. Oh, they're a subculture in this country who are dissatisfied with women here in the West. So they're traveling abroad to find better options, to find a partner, a wife. It's very telling to me. Every time you see women in the West, in America, who want to shame the passport bros, and men who are joining this movement, men who are going overseas for better options, the one thing that they all have in common is that they refuse to take accountability. Their first go-to move is, it's got to be the man's problem. Oh, I mean, there's, American women are just great. Women here in the West, they're the cream of the crop. They're the best. Surely there's nothing that could be wrong with them. It's got to be the men. Do you guys see a pattern here? Let's continue.
Let's watch more.
Oh, you have passport bros?
What is a passport bro?
Okay, passport bros are men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible, and Western women don't want to be wives, that they are now going to other countries to find wives.
That's like which countries?
Southeast Asia, the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
So it's like the opposite of the mail order bride.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Okay, so they're instead of ordering out, instead of using stamps.com.
Yeah, and bringing them here,
Right,
they're like,
they're
we want to get out.
Travelocity. It feels more expensive, but
it is. And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they live in these countries, and then they meet these women. And then women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it. And they're like, you're going to all these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English. They can't even read. They're so uneducated. And then the men film themselves with these women and show themselves on dates. And the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. Yeah, passport bros. Because Western women are so bad.
Did not know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I'm here.
Interesting. I mean, I did marry a.
It's the funny thing about this is the women who are blaming are basically trying to shame the men who are leaving the West, leaving America to go overseas for women who are quite frankly just better. Let's just keep it a buck. Who don't want to deal with the entitlement. They don't want to deal with the attitude. Men who are sick and tired of having women equate their whole value of who they are to a freaking dollar sign, and going to countries where women who basically know how to appreciate things about them that don't have to deal with any of that. They don't have to deal with the attitude. They don't have to deal with the entitlement. They're in countries where women en masse are not walking around saying, men are trash, men ain't shit, all men are dogs. I'm strong. I'm independent. I don't need no man for nothing. They don't have to deal with any of that. How do you think that makes a man feel to come from a country that does this, like what America, far too many American women do say those things, to go to a country where you hardly never hear a woman say those things? How do you think that makes a man feel? What do you think he's going to prefer?
Good. All right. So this is something that I went viral for a few months ago, and now it's back circulating. A young lady was talking to a gentleman, and he asked her, what was she having for lunch? He was going to send her over some money. And when she checked her Cash App, it was $30. Now, the internet is in an uproar because, you got this side saying you should be appreciative for whatever the man give. And then you have the other side saying, if I'm going out to eat and I want an appetizer and an entree and dessert or whatever, send at least $100.
Right.
How do you guys feel? Should women be grateful for whatever a man sends?
Y'all already know where this is going. Ain't that a damn shame? Let's continue.
Okay, so it was lunch, $30. Are you going to be grateful? Or should women be grateful for that?
Okay, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning, and I'm grateful for unexpected miracles and blessings, right?
Yes.
But
Amen.
$30 to so he knows I'm going to lunch.
He knows you're
He
going to
knows
lunch.
my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
Y'all, and you have black women asking, why do black men not want to date black women anymore? It's not just black men. Why no one wants to date black women anymore? Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit A. The fact that she asked the question, well, should you be grateful? Forget all the BS she said about, I'm grateful for waking up this morning and her good health and all that other BS. The proper response is yes and thank you.
You gotta show a man how to treat you.
Absolutely,
Definitely do.
You gotta show a man how to treat you.
Do.
So don't make it confrontational. If it's $30, just thank you.
Because men love to, she's so ungrateful. But what I will say is that people in general have this thing of humbling women. They have a thing of, you should be grateful for whatever he can do. No, you shouldn't. Absolutely not.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say.
I'm not saying, like you said, be grateful that God woke you up this morning. Be grateful that God provided an extra little $30 for you to, that's cool. But I'm not going to bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can, or, if he's not going to be my boyfriend, number one, but if I'm talking to him, next time I'm out and he says, oh, you need something for lunch, I'm going to tell him, it's okay. Somebody already sent me $100. So he know.
Y'all, this is absolutely embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Here in 2024, people just don't know how to say thank you anymore. Don't know how to be grateful. Our women are so, I'm gonna pull up a Bible verse. I'm not even a religious person, because these women, they have the audacity to bring God into this, saying, oh, I'm thankful and grateful that God woke me up in the morning. Okay, so let's go there. I'm gonna read Isaiah 3:16. And I promise y'all, man, if those women read this verse, it would literally make the hairs on the back of their neck stand up. It goes a little something like this, y'all. The Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with outstretched necks, glancing wantonly with their eyes, mincing along as they go, tinkling with their feet. Every description of these women describes their pride. Like models on a catwalk, they strut their stuff with noses in the air, stepping with confidence like horses on parade. Yet these women of Judah aren't selling clothes, they're selling themselves, pronouncing their own self-worth as Isaiah declares them haughty with pride. They stretch out their necks to elevate their self-importance and look down on others with their painted eyes. They prance around proudly with their hips and their steps. They jingle their jewelry and flash their bling. These are the mean girls of Isaiah's day. And it was happening in Zion, in the temple of the Lord, in the very place where God was to be worshiped. These women were seeking honor for themselves instead of glorifying God with his blessings of prosperity. These women were funding their own exaltation. Now, I'm not going to read the entire verse. You guys, you can go read it for yourself. But it also talks about how there will be days when, 7 women would cling to one man. Are we not seeing that right now? When we talk about high value men, you know that they're not dating just one woman. And we didn't make the dating market this way. You guys did, because of your arrogance, your entitlement. And I just showed you guys, I just put it on full display, just showed you how, far too many women in this country are acting. So that's all I got for today's show, man. Again, you guys go check out that verse. I mean, you don't have to be a religious person or a Christian, but I think it's really eerie how those words really apply to what we are seeing in women here in the West right now. You guys, please leave a comment in the comment section, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.